It's been a long time coming, I've been waiting for you. It's been a long time coming, I've been waiting for you. Watch me fight like a warrior. Watch me rise up like a champion. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Knock me down, I'll be back for more. Nothing can stop me. I'm the champion. I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you.
Finally getting YouTube back up and running. I've said it for like how long, but this time I'm actually going to try and like vlog this whole prep or video or vlog or whatever people want to call it, and actually give people an insight into what we're doing, why we do things, and just document the whole process. Obviously the plan was there last year to do that, didn't happen. Then I was like, yeah, gonna do my off season. Didn't happen. I am actually shite at this YouTube game, but this time I am going to document it because I'm actually excited this time, and that's never happened before. So before we get into the video, recap of last year. As everybody knows, I turned figure in As everybody knows, I turned pro in figure back in 2018. Was going to make the debut in 2019. COVID hit, fucked the world up, and I ended up making my pro debut last year at the Big Man weekend in Alicante. Show was incredible. Getting there was stressful. Restrictions are still in place. Everything was just super stressful. As the lead up to the show was coming, we were a bit like, legs were still overly dominant. Upward grew, don't get me wrong, had definitely put size on, but they were still not quite where me legs were, sorry. So that was in mind of, do I need more upper? Very conscious that I was still on the small side. Got to the show, came 11th, a fantastic lineup of girls, got my feedback. Ultimately, the minute I asked the feedback, have you considered wellness? I was like, ugh. So I spoke to the head judge, I spoke to him the next day after the show. He said that obviously wellness is the way to go. He was like, you were born for it. So came home, had a think, what do I want to do? And wellness was the go. And it is the best decision I ever made. I actually love training again. Haven't felt like that in so long. So super excited to compete. Haven't felt like that before. Like, I actually had a dream about competing. Never, ever, ever has that happened before. Like, I am so excited. So the plan was, I wasn't going to compete this year. I was going to take a full year off because I was like, these wellness girls are sick. Like, I'm not there yet. And then I went and watched the Portugal show 2-3 weeks ago. Went with Alex Small to watch her compete. Phenomenal show. Like, if you're thinking of competing, Portugal, the stage, the atmosphere, everything, the venue, incredible show. Definitely recommend. Amateur or pro, it is unbelievable. So obviously watched the wellness and I was like, actually, like, I love this look. And it made me a bit like, maybe it's not all about who's the biggest. And wellness does require like an overall look. It needs proportions, shape. There's a lot more to it than just mass. So I spoke with Nathan, another topic to touch on. Got a new coach, Nathan Hardman. I will explain a little bit more about that later. But we agreed to do a show this year. So the plan is on for November. Prep is now underway. I'm like 2 weeks in. Obviously, I was semi-dieting before Portugal for like a week. Then I went to Portugal, come back. Nathan basically was like, Portugal's done some damage. Anyway, we rectified that last week. So it is all systems ahead. And so far, I am loving every single second of it. Love training again. Diet is very different to previous diets, which again I will tap into later. I'll show you guys some meals. And yeah, so far it's just so good. I feel like I've actually got like a love for the sport back. So I'm very, very excited. Aside from new coach, new love for bodybuilding again, what else? So while I've been MIA, I also got my boobs done after my last show, and it changes your whole physique. Wellness especially is a very feminine look, very much about curves, and I'm not saying everybody go out get your boobs done, not for a minute, but it does alter the change, 100% change the alter your physique. So that is probably the second best thing that I did last year. Super happy with those. Happy with the way the look is at the minute. Would like more glute, but I mean, who doesn't want more glute? We all want bigger glutes. So yeah, today we will on a training session. Obviously training has completely changed. I currently hit glutes, rest, hamstrings, rest, glutes, rest, repeat. Quads we are only doing once a month at the minute, just because I'm very quad dominant and it's me back shot that's really lacking. Well, it's not really lagging, but it's not as powerful as my quads. So the plan was to bring those up, get everything balanced, and then we will start incorporating quads a little bit more. Potentially as we diet down more and see what everything's looking like, we may add a little bit more quad frequency in, but obviously you'll keep you up to date on that, how we get on. Upper body has been non-existent training for 5 months now. 5? Something like that. Obviously couldn't train since I got my boobs done. I took 8 weeks off after those, and then got back into just solely training legs. Personally, I can see a little difference in my physique, but I think it's a lot harder to see yourself. But I'm very excited to see the overall look. Go train quads. One session a month, like we said. Going to show you through some of the movements. Training's a little bit different to what it used to be. Obviously we're not really pushing for weight because we're not wanting any more growth on the quads. We're just getting the blood flowing, getting everything moving. So yeah, let's go train. First up we had leg extension, which was a drop set. The set was absolutely epic and didn't video. Next move we went on to was FST7, and it was a superset of leg press with the hack squat. We aimed to do 7 sets of each exercise, roughly around 8 to 12 reps, and it was about 20-25 seconds in between each set. For these, I tend to do maybe 1 set on each piece of equipment, test the weight out, and try and figure what I'd be able to get 7 good sets with. Then I went on to hit a wide squat on the Smith machine. This again was a FST7, however this time aimed for 15 to 20 reps per set. Finished the leg session with some cable kickbacks. I did 10 reps heavyweight, dropped, 10 again, dropped, 10 again, and then changed into cable crossover kickbacks. I did one set of these for 20 reps, switch leg, and did one set each leg. And lastly, to finish the workout, I did 3 sets of donkey calf raises, and I did 20 reps on each set. This was then followed by 2 sets on calf press using the leg machine. Again, I did 20 reps per set, and they burned. And that concludes this YouTube video. I'm going to try... Oh, why do I keep saying I can't help it. So this prep, like I say, I'm going to try and document it all. Whether that will happen, who knows? But we will try. So if you like listening to me chat absolute nonsense for however long you've watched this video, like, subscribe, and all of that shit that you do for YouTube.